Hello and welcome to Wednesday's programme. I'm Kylie Pentelow.
And I'm John T. Messer. Coming up tonight between now and 6:30.
Good evening. Campaigners opposed to plans to move cancer services out of Cornwall say it's a death sentence for patients.
A 3-month consultation into the shake-up of radiotherapy services nationwide ended today. Our reporter Kathy Wardle has been to meet a woman with stomach cancer at her home in Penzance who says she could face a 6-hour round trip for treatment in the future.
Next tonight, the Food Standards Agency is investigating a meat firm in Exeter that supplies pubs, schools and care homes across the country. Officials have been at Russell Hulme for most of the day.
They are looking at possible hygiene breaches at the company. Our reporter Richard Lawrence is live there for us. Richard, what more can you tell us this evening? And so, Richard, what have the Food Standards Agency actually said today?
Citizens Advice Cornwall has secured 4 years of funding following a campaign to save it. There are plans to... Two Plymouth-based warships that were thought to be at risk of being decommissioned could now be saved. HMS Albion and HMS Bulwark are stationed at the city's Devonport base.
Hundreds of Royal Marines were also at risk of losing their jobs as part of defence cuts, but the government is reconsidering the plans. For the latest, let's cross now live to Westminster, join David Wood. So, David, potentially some good news for Devonport and jobs in the area tonight.
Potentially, John T.
Now, a section of Mullion Harbour has been closed to the public following a cliff fall, with more collapses said to be imminent.
Well, the Lizard...
And you're watching ITV News here in the West Country. Still plenty more to come on tonight's programme, including queuing up...
And the ITV News will continue with the national and international stories at 6:30, including more on the food supplier Russell Hulme. Here's Alistair Stewart.
But before that, more people are needed to offer homes to elderly people or adults with learning disabilities. The Shared Lives charity has bases in Kingstainton, in Devon and Redruth in Cornwall, and the South West organisation has been running since 2004.
It helps more than 300 families and pays households to offer long-term or respite care. Claire McGlasson went to meet Rachel and her carer Jane.
Claire McGlasson with that report there. On to sport now, and it's that time of year when thoughts turn to rugby and the Six Nations Championship.
Yes, always big for our region, with plenty of players from Exeter Chiefs playing a major role in the tournament. Kevin Ashford was at the media launch today.
On to football, and hundreds of people of all ages were at Hewish Park this morning to get their hands on tickets for one of the biggest games in Yeovil's history.
Yes, the Somerset club take on Manchester United in the FA Cup on Friday night, a game that will be shown live to millions on TV. Ben McGrail joined the queues there this morning. He joins us live at the ground now. Quite a day for you, Ben, and the fans are already getting excited. Now let's move on to television, because the makers of ITV's Broadchurch have thanked people living here in the West Country where the series was largely filmed.
Yep. Woo woo, bigging up the West Country.
Yeah,
I like that. It's weather time now, Bob. Yep. It hasn't been great today, to be honest, has it?
Grim. What I would describe as a hoolie this morning. We had a real hoolie, didn't we? The actual rain that was part of Storm Georgina that came through, that was named by the Irish Met Office, not ours, by the way.
OK, Bob, thanks very much indeed. Now, before we go, let's give you a reminder of the main headlines here in the West Country this evening.
Well, that's all from us this evening. I'll be back with the late news at 10:30.
After the break, the ITV News continues with Alistair Stewart. From all of us here, have a lovely evening.
Bye-bye.